Hello. This week's podcast is inspired by recent family events, but it's a topic that really should not be dependent on personal need. So, I don't go to the doctor's office often. I try to just wait out my illness. I don't want to take the time to go or spend the money, and I really don't want to make the phone call to schedule it. My kids are a different story, though. When my firstborn spent 2 nights in the hospital with pneumonia at 5 months old, I started being more aggressive about getting him to the clinic. I had to take both of my kids to the doctor on Friday. One went in for a wellness check and ended up having an ear infection. The other went in for an ear infection and came out with a referral to a cardiologist for a heart murmur and a double ear infection. We have a lot of amoxicillin in our fridge right now, and I am so thankful for that. The wellness check for my baby was scheduled in advance. It wasn't until Friday morning I called about the other one, though. My son had a low-grade fever the night before with a cough and a runny nose. I know, definitely COVID, right? I was so nervous they wouldn't even want me to come in with my daughter for her regular check, so I called in the morning to see. I had noticed a lot of gunk in my son's ears earlier this week, and he has a history of ear infections. That, along with the fact that we haven't been around any positive COVID cases recently, allowed us to bring him in to see the pediatrician as well. That was a huge blessing in itself. In the beginning of this pandemic, we were praising our healthcare workers. Then we stopped. We should never stop. The people who step into that field have healer hearts. They want to help. They wanted to help before COVID, and they are doing the very best they can now. We should always thank the medical team. We have had really good luck with our clinics and hospitals. We had great doctors and absolutely amazing nurses take care of the kids and me in Yankton. But it didn't stop there either. The people who took our calls, checked us in, helped us set up payment plans, they were all so easy to work with. The areas were always clean. The food department always gave me exactly what I asked for. They did great. All of them. The entire team. I have a similar feeling about our new pediatric office too. We have only been there twice, but I've told my husband after both visits, I really think I'm going to like this. I feel like everyone there is really trying to do their best for us. If you work in the medical profession, I want to thank you. Your life is more difficult now than I would wish upon anyone ever. Thank you for stepping up to that calling. Thank you for your long days and nights. Thank you for your sore feet and full bladders. Thank you for the smiles and the calm voices that comfort people in scary situations. Thank you for clean rooms, hot meals, stocked vending machines, phone reminders, payment options, and so much more. I want to end this with a little story because I really think this represents the changes that our medical professionals have had to make this year. When the state shut down in March, I was having OP appointments every 2 weeks. The first time I went in, I got my temperature checked at the door, and masks were given to people with a cough or a fever. The doctors and the nurses were not in masks. The next time I went in, the nurses and doctors put on masks before entering a patient's room, and they had chairs moved farther apart in the waiting areas. The next visit, the nurses and doctors were masked the entire time. The next time, every employee was wearing a mask, and patients were highly encouraged to wear them as well. At this point, there were healthy and sick sections in the waiting area. The last visit I had before baby came was mandatory masks for everyone. It was honestly kind of this eerie transition. I have no idea what that all looked like on their end, but I bet it was not easy. Things are even worse now. Our pediatrician had a cloth mask, plastic shield, gown, and gloves on. I assume it's never easy, but it's especially difficult now. So thank your healthcare providers when you see them. And thank you for listening and for being one of my blessings. If you work in any kind of medical field, I thank you because you are a blessing to so many. Have a great day.